You know that feeling, right? When you've hoped for something, prayed for something with your whole heart, and all you get back is silence? It's tough. Well, today we're going to explore why that might not be rejection at all. In fact, it might be something much, much bigger. And we're going to do it through a simple but really powerful old story. I mean, we've all been there. You pour your entire being into a hope, a desire, a prayer, and the response you get is, well, nothing, just crickets. It can feel so frustrating, right? Even a little lonely. But what if that silence isn't empty? What if it means something else entirely? So let's dive in. The key to unlocking this whole thing might just be found in this incredible parable about a king. Now, it's an ancient story, for sure, but you're about to see how its meaning is so relevant to our lives right now. Okay, so picture this. You're in this huge, magnificent hall. It's filled with people. And right there in the center of it all is a wise, powerful king on his throne, ready to hear what everyone wants. You can just feel the anticipation in the air. So one by one, people start coming up. First, a merchant asks for a ton of money and poof, just like that, it's granted. Next, a courtier wants a high-ranking position. Done. Someone even comes up and asks for their enemy to be ruined, and incredibly, that's granted too. It's like the king is just handing out these worldly things almost without a second thought. But then, the line is empty. And one last person steps forward. And you can tell immediately, this person is different. The whole vibe in the room just shifts.
And their request, wow. It's so simple but so deep. They just say, "My king, I don't ask for a gift. I only ask to be near you, to know you, and to serve you in your court." I mean, talk about a complete 180 from what everyone else was asking for.
And in response to this beautiful, genuine request, the king says nothing. He's just silent. And this is the real mystery, isn't it? Why would the king instantly grant all these smaller, kind of selfish requests, but then meet the most profound and heartfelt one with complete and total silence? It makes no sense, right? It feels completely backward. So, let's try and decode this. What is really going on here with this silence? Because this is where the parable's true wisdom really starts to unfold. Look at the difference here. It's night and day. The first people, they wanted things. They wanted an outcome. It was basically a transaction. But this last person, they didn't ask for a thing at all. They asked for presence, for a relationship. They weren't looking for a transaction. They were hoping for a transformation. And here's the big shift in thinking. In the logic of this story, the silence isn't a no. It's not a rejection. It's actually an invitation. Think of it like a necessary pause, kind of like a waiting room you have to sit in before you can receive the greatest gift possible. Okay, so this brings us to the ultimate gift and a totally new way of looking at those times in our own lives when we feel like we're just not being heard. And here it is, the king's own explanation, the big aha moment. He would say, the small gifts, the wealth, the power, I grant those easily to keep some people at a distance. But to the one I want to draw close to my heart, I give the greatest gift of all, myself. And a gift like that cannot be given in an instant. So what can we take away from this? Well, for one, that maybe some silence isn't a denial at all. It's a preparation. It suggests that our biggest, deepest desires might actually require the longest waits because the gift itself is so much greater. And maybe the most important idea of all, the real gift isn't what you asked for, but who you become in the process of waiting. So we'll leave you with this to chew on. What if that silence we're sometimes so afraid of isn't an absence? What if it's actually a kind of presence, just waiting patiently for us to recognize it? A space where the real, transformative work is meant to happen.